Fine, from the top. My bad.
Okay. Starting in five. I'm like Freddy from iCarly. Five, four, three, two.
Oh, because he doesn't say one in the intro.
Yeah, that's why I said I was like him.
This is the Zack and Joey podcast. We read.
Uh, uh, uh. you,
Not saying the
you
name.
didn't finish.
I'm not. Zach. It's a goofy name.
Yeah.
Then you say it.
Welcome to the Zack and Joey Podcast, America 100 Awesome Supreme Goodness Podcast, Awesome Podcast number 1 on 104.7. It's like a radio show.
Like a radio show. Yeah, we did. Yeah, we read Chocolate War. We have to summarize the book now, or at least what we've read. So we read a third of it. Why are you laughing?
I don't know. I was looking at the Fortnite gifs.
Okay.
I saw the One Piece in the background too. Okay, from the top. Welcome to the Zack and Joey Podcast. I'm not gonna say the whole thing. Welcome to the Zack and Joey Podcast.
Yeah, we read Chocolate War, and to summarize the book, it's about a bunch of different kids that go to a school. Is it an all boys school?
Yeah, I think so.
Um, and it's a very strict school with a strange organization led by students.
Called The Vigils.
And I guess we have essential questions to talk about, and we'll do that now.
Right now?
Yeah, right now.
Okay.
So the first one we got to do is what's the culture of the story? You want to go first, or am I going first with mine?
Yeah, you can answer first.
Are you gonna copy mine when I say it?
No, I would not do that.
Okay, my bad, my bad. So I said I thought the culture was very commanding and religious because they go to a very Christian school. And they're very strict. They don't like inappropriate words, and commanding because the teachers have a ton of power.
Yeah.
Where
I
if they do,
yeah.
oh no, no, sorry, you talk.
Yeah, okay, thank you. I really agree.
Excuse me.
I kind of said the same thing, that it was very religious. It
Yeah,
was run by like brothers from the church. Um, it was also very commanding because they commanded the students around.
that's crazy.
Mhm. Kind of
We
crazy that we
we
thought the
think
same
really
thing.
similar.
We do. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
So our second, we got a second essential question.
Mm. What does the author feel are the advantages and drawbacks of this culture? Um, I'll go first. Personally, I think it's too early in the story to really tell
Okay.
what the author feels are the advantages and drawbacks. But I think like maybe on the next two episodes of our podcast that we have right now, we'll be able to decipher that better.
Yeah, I didn't know how to tell what the author was supposed to be thinking, so I just wrote what I thought.
Mm.
I thought the advantages of the culture was that it gives a lot of control, so there's not much room for error, I guess you could say. But I felt that it also doesn't give the students a ton of freedom.
Hmm.
They can't do what they want.
I guess so. I guess so. You could say that.
Yeah. Third essential question. How does the main character's point of view and actions signal acceptance or rejection of the culture? Do you want to start with yours?
No, you could go first. You could go first.
Did you write one?
I did write one.
Okay, okay. I'll go first.
Yeah.
I said the vigil's actions. So the vigils just do weird stuff. We've only seen one of the things they do, where they unscrewed a bunch of screws from parts of stuff in a teacher's classroom to, I guess, show their power or something.
It's a bit of a
And
little
that
joke,
shows,
practical joke they played.
yeah, which, I mean, it was just a prank, which I felt was weird. Because then everyone started in the story, started like it was a crazy thing, I guess, because you're not supposed to reject the teachers.
Hmm.
But yeah, that was definitely rejecting the culture. And yours?
It wasn't all the vigils though. It was just Goober. They gave him a mission.
Well, yeah, they made Goober do
They
it.
they made Goober.
They made Goober do it.
Okay. Um. So there are a couple main characters in this story. There's Jerry, there's Archie, there's Goober, there's Obi. Um, so two characters I chose to talk about is Jerry and Archie, who are kind of like against each other so far in the book. Archie, he's like a veteran of the school. He's a senior, I think. He's like almost completely in charge, like the gang the school has. He made Goober do the prank. Um,
He
so he
did
feels
make
very
Goober
com
the
he
prank.
did, he did. He feels very comfortable, like where he is in the school. Like he accepts his culture. He's like a big fan of it. And Jerry, on the opposite side of it, he's like a freshman. He's new. Um, he just joined the football team, and he feels like really out of it. Like in the story, he says, story in the story, this the sentence in the story, he says, quote, "He was aware of other players around him, helmeted and grotesque, creatures from an unknown world. He had never felt
He
so
did
lonely
he
in his
did
life,
call them creatures. That was funny.
abandoned, defenseless." And end of quote. So he was feeling
Oh,
very
you were still
alienated.
talking.
I was still talking.
Yeah, that's my bad.
So he felt very alienated and separated from everyone else. He feels very uncomfortable in his culture and he rejects it.
All right. That made me, you giving a quote made me think of another form of rejection. When Jerry, there's a chocolate fundraiser in the school where all the kids have to sell chocolates, and it's pretty much like an unspoken rule that everyone does this, and they do the best they can.
This
But
is true.
Jerry, the new guy, just told the teachers no, that he wasn't gonna do it, which everyone was shocked about, even though it's a as small a thing as just saying he's not going to participate in an optional fundraiser.
Very bold of him. Very brave.
Fourth essential question: what's the final outcome of the struggle?
Um, well, so far we did just start the book, so I'm not sure yet, but I do have a couple predictions if that's okay with you.
That's good.
So what I think is gonna happen is Jerry is not gonna end up selling the chocolates because he said no,
He did.
and
Yeah, he said he wasn't going to
Archie,
do it.
Archie and the rest of the vigils are gonna kind of gang up on him, gonna work together. They're gonna make him sell their chocolates, or they're gonna like bully him or force him into doing stuff he doesn't want to, which will lead to the chocolate war that the book is named after.
Oh, I see what you're going for.
Hmm. What about you? What do you think the final outcome is going to be?
What do I think it's going to be?
Yeah.
Um, Probably less power to the vigils and maybe the school. So and students gain more freedom, like I said earlier.
Hmm. Hmm. I guess you could say it like that. I
Hmm.
guess. I could see why someone like you would think that.
Someone like me.
Yeah, someone like you.
All right, well, now that we've done all the required topics, there's something we had a disagreement on.
There is something we had a disagreement on.
So I personally don't like Archie that much.
And I personally think that that's incorrect.
Why?
He is doing what's best for his school.
He's doing what's best for him. He's so full of himself.
He is taking charge of the vigils and leading them to a better tomorrow. And
Better to,
and everyone knows that the vigils are the school. So if you really think
I
about it,
don't.
he is he's bringing the vigils to safety and prosperity.
You're making stuff up.
I would never.
I think what I found to be ironic is that they go to a very religious school, but this guy has a god complex.
I don't
He's
see an
so
issue
full
with
of
that.
himself, Zach. I do see an issue with that.
That's just who he is as a person, and I don't think it's our place to judge him for that.
Okay. Did you have anything else you want to talk about?
Um, well, not specifically. No.
Oh, just no.
I don't think so, no.
All right, you made it sound like. Does that wrap it up then?
Um, well, I still think we need two more quotes.
Say more quotes.
We we need three more quotes because you didn't really say one. You just
What?
talked about one. You didn't
I
say
gave a quote.
did you say the actual quote? Because I didn't hear
Yeah,
you say
you
quote
just said.
unquote.
Yeah, one of our quotes was, Jeremy just says no when offered
I thought his name was
to.
Jerry.
I don't remember. Something along the lines of that.
J man.
Okay,
Um,
do you have any quotes you liked then?
well, there's a couple I liked, but they didn't really connect to what we were talking about with culture and all that. But most of them,
So,
just Archie showing that he was a strong leader of the Vigils.
all right, so you said we needed more quotes, but you don't have any more quotes.
That's true, yes.
Does that wrap it up then?
Um, it might, it just might.
Funny. All right,
I hope we've fulfilled the time that we need to
we fulfilled
fulfill.
the time.
Okay.
All right, bye.
Hey, bye.